Hey guys, and welcome back. So today is going to be another cooking special. In this video I'm going to be making trotters and sugar beans. So I have the ingredients here. Let me just get to that. So here are some of the spices that I'm going to be using to make this curry. So first you need to wash and clean the trotters. Then you will need to boil the trotters for around 2 hours, and while it's boiling you add the cinnamon sticks, bay leaf, ilachi and the star spice and leave it to boil on high heat for 2 hours. At this time you will also be boiling the sugar beans for around 1 hour on high heat. So now let me get my gas stove going on. Get my pot. So the trotters is boiled as well as the beans. We're just making the curry now to join them into one pot. Now that the oil is getting hot, I'm just going to add some mustard seeds and jeera. I have an onion here that I have cut. I'm just going to add this to the pot for it to brown up a little. Let me show you. So while I'm waiting for these onions to brown, next I'm going to add the tomato and the ginger and garlic. In goes the tomatoes. Next is the ginger and garlic. Cut up ginger and garlic, or you can just put it. This right here is called curry leaf. So I'm just adding one of these curry leaves. Take the leaves out. Thumbs up. Mix it all up. Next up is the spices. So I'm going to put 3 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1 teaspoon of garam masala. That was 3 tablespoons of chili powder. So this is what it looks like before I add the trotters and the beans. Just put the spices. So now I'm going to add my already pre-boiled trotters into the pot. After adding the trotters in. Still needs to get up to a boil. So now that I added the trotters, I'm going to let that cook in the curry for about half an hour, and then I'll add the beans to the curry. And if you're wondering what sugar beans is, it is actually red speckled beans. That's the actual name for sugar beans. Red speckled beans. Okay, it's been boiling for about 30 minutes. Now I'm just going to add the pre-boiled beans. I'm going to put the lid back on and let it cook for another 30 minutes. Now I did add salt when I was boiling the trotters and sugar beans, but now while it's cooking in the curry, I'm just going to add about 1 teaspoon because there's already something. about 10 minutes before the full hour of cooking, I'm going to add some tamarind into the pot. So basically you take a pinch of tamarind, you add it into like a bowl and add some water and make it into a sort of like paste, and then add this to the curry. So about 10 minutes more on the stove, and then it'll be time to eat. Oh, that's a bit hot. Lastly, I'm going to add some dhania, which is also known as coriander. So now it is finally time to eat. So here is my trotters and beans curry. Time to taste. So this trotters and beans, you could either eat it with bread or even rice, but I brought bread today. Let me know if this is something you enjoy eating, if you've even eaten it before, and or whether you stay away from it. So if you're wondering what trotters actually is, it is the feet or the leg of sheep, or it can be another animal. So let me try the beans. That's the only issue with eating outside, right? Flies. Yeah, so trotters is actually the leg or feet, something, of an animal. So let me try tasting some. It's a very soft and kind of slimy texture, but it does taste nice. If you don't like the trotters, you probably will enjoy the beans in this gravy. It's very tasty. This is what a bit of it looks like. I know something like this is either a hit or miss with you, like whether you like it or not, or you probably avoid it. But I like it. Tastes good. Just these flies are worrying me. And sometimes it's weird finding out the food that you actually eat, what it actually is. Like if you enjoy eating sausages, don't Google how they are made. You'd be surprised. Also, if you're wondering why I haven't been camping for a while, is because it's actually summer here in Durban, or well, in South Africa, the southern hemisphere, and it is actually quite hot during the summer. Like the average temperature is about 30 to 35 degrees Celsius every day. And trust me, the worst place you want to be when it's that hot is inside a tent or even outside. Just to actually make this video now, I'm actually getting a bit sunburned. But don't worry, the camping videos will continue, but when it gets a bit cooler. So now I'm actually using the ideas that I had apart from camping to do now in the summer, while it's a bit too hot to do camping. So you might find a bit like different kind of videos that I'm uploading now, but don't worry, all the camping and exploring videos will continue soon. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And this is a good day. Normally it gets even hotter than this. I will see you all very soon doing something else. Hey guys, and welcome back. So today is another cooking video. I'm cooking one of my favorite things to eat. It's lamb curry. So let me just show you the ingredients that will be used in this curry. Here are all the spices. I'll put it in text form for you. And there's also onions, tomatoes, potatoes, garlic, and there's some other spices like chili powder, turmeric powder, garam masala, and salt, and so on. I hope I don't cry cutting this onion. So one large onion should be enough for this lamb curry. Got my gas stove. Let me just get a pot. Add my oil. So I'm going to add this oil and then the onions next. So this is like the first time that I'm cooking lamb curry, so we can learn together. Next up is all those condiments. Three tablespoons chili powder. Might make this a bit hot. Half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. And half a teaspoon of garam masala. Now the tomatoes and garlic and curry leaf. And about 1 teaspoon of salt. So this is the lamb that I bought. Let me just show you. It was about 1 kilogram. And it was cut up into these curry pieces. It's cut up in these curry pieces so it can go straight into the pot. So it was a bit windy on that side, so I moved the pot here and put my table to block the wind. I'm just going to add some water to the curry and then it'll cook for an hour, but half an hour into cooking I'll add the potatoes. So now it's been about half an hour that it's cooking. I even moved it another place because of the wind. I'm going to add the potatoes to the curry now and it'll cook about another half an hour more. Let me just push these potatoes in so it cooks. So it looks about done now. Guys, this curry is cooked. I'm just gonna warm some rice now and then I'll have the taste. This right here is called dhania. It's also known as coriander. So I'm just gonna add this to the curry on the top after it's cooked. So I got my plate here, some rice, and then I'm going to get the curry. There we are. Now I need a spoon. So this rice I cooked earlier in the day, I'm just going to dish a little to taste. Look at this. Just adding some carrot salad here. So here we are, guys, the first tasting of my lamb curry. So I added some carrot salad over here and I'm going to do a tasting. Let me just feel the potatoes. See, the potatoes are like soft, so it's just breaking apart. First tasting. Wow, I did a great job. I mean, I knew it was going to come out good, but this is excellent. So you could use this recipe at home and just follow the steps that I did. I just put all the spices in the beginning, let it cook with the onions, and then I added the meat. So guys, as I said earlier, this here is lamb, and lamb is basically sheep, but a younger sheep, so less than 1 year old. As it grows older, the meat becomes tougher, and that becomes known as mutton. And if I was cooking mutton, if these flies would stop worrying me. If I was cooking mutton, I would have to cook it for a bit longer, say about 2 hours. Yeah, so lamb should cook in about 1 hour, mutton say about 2 hours. This is truly delicious, and I hope you enjoyed the video. You can use this exact same recipe at home, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're watching my videos on the TV, let me show you how you can subscribe to the channel. So while you are watching one of my videos, you can use your TV remote to subscribe to my channel. Use the directional keys on the remote, press up, and a timeline will appear on YouTube. Then you can move towards my face, basically that's my channel, press OK, and a menu will appear. When the menu appears, you can click on subscribe, and that's it. It's that easy, and then you will be subscribed to my channel. Thank you. God, I hate these damn flies. Hey guys, and welcome back. So in this video, it's another cooking video, and I'm cooking my favorite thing to eat in the whole world: chicken curry and rice. Let me get to this place. So I'm just gonna get my pot on the stove and put some oil in it to get warm. As I said earlier, this is my favorite thing to eat: chicken curry and rice. So first goes in 1 chopped onion. You know what? I think I'm gonna take this pot down because it's too windy. So hopefully the side is better. So next I'm going to add in all the condiments such as cinnamon, bay leaf, clove. Now I'm going to add in the spices, starting with 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and about half a teaspoon of garam masala. Add this garlic. Just adding in this tomatoes. So this right here is the chicken. It's about 1 kilogram and I'm going to add it to the pot now. Okay, might be a bit more than 1 kilogram chicken, but it's fine. I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. I just added a little bit of water. So now this curry can cook like that for about 1 hour and then it should be ready. My chicken curry has been cooking for about 20 minutes and I just want to add in the potatoes now to cook with it. So 40 minutes more I'm going to let the curry to cook and then it should be ready. So this is the final product. I added some dhania on top, also known as coriander. Let me get my plate. And some rice. Let me dish some rice. I don't like eating a lot over here because the flies worry me. So I'm just gonna dish a little so you guys can see. The flies are troublesome. We get a potato, gravy. Lastly, some salad, which is a carrot salad. And here it is, chicken curry and rice. So guys, here is my favorite food to eat, chicken curry. I've been eating chicken curry my entire life. I think that's why I like it so much, because I'm so used to it. First taste, let me get some potato and some of the chicken. And strawberry. I think it needs a little bit more salt, but other than that, the curry is great. One more. So you can use this exact same recipe at home to cook chicken curry at home. I used, I think they call it soft chicken. So it wasn't a Cornish or cull, it's a soft cooking chicken. I think that's what it's called. But I know like Cornish and stuff might take longer than that. And it tastes wonderful. So guys, be sure to leave a comment on what other things you would like me to cook. Plus, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you're watching this video on your TV and you don't know how to subscribe, don't worry, I'll show you right now. Let me just have one more. bite or mouth of this chicken curry. So while you are watching one of my videos, you can use your TV remote to subscribe to my channel. Use the directional keys on the remote, press up and a timeline will appear on YouTube. Then you can move towards my face, basically that's my channel, press OK and a menu will appear. When the menu appears, you can click on subscribe and that's it. It's that easy, and then you will be subscribed to my channel. Thank you. So if you're watching one of my videos for the first time, my name is Sumeran Gavanda. I'm from Durban, South Africa, but I'm Indian. And what else to tell you? Yeah, let me know what other stuff you would like to see me cook, or if you'll know any good recipes that you can give me. I'd like to try it out. Maybe I do a good job, but it'll be entertaining for all of us. Wow, I think this is like the first video ever of me eating outside that flies or bugs haven't worried me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Hey guys, and welcome back. So I bought a new pot for me to take when I go out camping. It is a cast iron pot, but here in South Africa it's also known as a potjie pot. Just to test it out, I'm trying to cook a traditional potjie course. So from the videos that I saw online and some research that I did, basically it's meat and vegetables cooked into this inside of this cast iron pot. So let me get the fire started. There is a fireplace here, but I'm just going to use my braai stand because it will be more flat. Plus I think the braai stand will help with the wind. So I'm using wood and a bit of fire lighter to get this fire started. I'm just putting this fuel to get the fire started. So this is the potjie pot that I bought. I bought it from Checkers. It was 350 Rand for this. It's the size it says is 3 out of 4, 3/4. Let me just try and show you this. So this is not a big pot. I bought it to take camping when I go out. So I'm only going to be feeding myself. I thought a small pot like this would be fine. This is the first time I'm using it. And I'm adding some oil now. Here, one large onion, and I'm going to add it to the pot now. I hope the heat is fine for this pot. For today, I'm making a potjie with lamb and vegetables. I just bought about half a kg of lamb, which actually looks like quite a lot for this pot. Anyway, I'm just gonna put it in and see what happens. So when I was reading the card it came with, a potjie this size apparently can feed about 3 people. 3. And I think that's true because the half a kilo of lamb actually fits in. So I just need to let this cook for a little while, say 20 minutes. Then I'll add the vegetables. And what I saw in the videos that I found on YouTube of other people making potjies, you add some wine. So I also bought a bottle of white wine to add to this. As I said, in the videos that I saw, they added some white wine into the potjie while the food is cooking. So let me just add that now, since I didn't add no water or anything. I'm just gonna add a bit. I'm not really sure how much I'm supposed to. I think that should be fine. So if you're wondering, this is a Robertson winery, something Chapel. It says Chapel wine. I don't really know much about wine, so I just found one that was cheap. This was 55 rand in Pick and Pay. Chenin Blanc, Col Lombard. I think that's what they call some wines. Chenin Blanc. Let me get that word. Smells kind of nice. Let me just get a cup to taste it. While that is cooking, I might as well taste this. I'm just gonna taste it a little. Smells like, that's what they do when they taste wine. They smell it. I don't know what it smells. It smells like wine to me. Wine does have that aftertaste, huh? Okay, I'll save this for later. So guys, I have the vegetables here. I got some broccoli, some baby potatoes and carrots here. Let me just show you. I just picked a few vegetables. I didn't want too much because I'm not sure how much can fit in that small pot right there. So I'm not sure if I'm going to add all, but I'll add some. Add some broccoli, some beetroot. I mean not beetroot. Some carrots, some butternut, a little bit more broccoli. Okay. So I'm gonna leave this to cook for another like 30 minutes. So it will cook in total for about 1 hour. Put this lid back on and then it'll be ready to taste. But I'm not gonna eat over here because every time I try and do a video of me cooking outside and eating, I'm always like disturbed by the flies and insects, but I like it. Tastes good. Just these flies are worrying me. So I'm going to take this home, wait for it to cool down a little bit, take this home and I'll taste it at home, because trust me, the last times I tried eating outside here, the flies like didn't give me a chance. So I think it's better for me to take it home. It's been about an hour now. Let me just have a look at it. Yeah, I think it should be fine. I'm going to take it off the stove and then I'll do the tasting just now. Well, when I go home. Oh. So guys, I'm back at home. So, how does it look? The vegetables did get a bit like dissolved in it, but hopefully it tastes good. Okay, I think that's enough. So I didn't add any spices or whatever into this because the recipe that I saw, how it's normally made, is without any spices. So I'm just adding a little bit of salt and pepper here. Let me show you. Let me taste some of the butternut. It's good. Carrot. Okay, so the vegetables are cooked. So let me taste some of the lamb now. That's good. It really is. Although, I would say it could do with some spices. Like, it's not bad, but it's a bit like bland. And I guess because I've been eating food with spices my entire life, I guess I'm sort of used to it. So this, it's not bad. I think this would really do well, even better than this, with some spices. But the veg tastes good. I can't get much of the wine taste. I guess you're not supposed to. It's just like part of the cooking. So this pot that I bought, it's I still don't know what 3 out of 4 means. 3/4 pot. I intend to take it camping with me. But when I go camping, I'm like gonna cook anything in it. That's why for this first time, I actually wanted to cook a potjie, because I know in South Africa, these pots are like known for the potjie course. But when I go camping, I'm just gonna put anything in it. Any sort of curries or whatever I think of. Yeah, I probably will go out camping again very soon, which is why I wanted to like invest in a pot like this, because I usually cook with only a frying pan or something, and I wanted something that could go on like coals or like fire or something. So this cast iron pot was the best bet. That's why I got it. Hopefully my next video is a camping video, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use this pot straight away. But yeah, I will be going out camping soon. I guess you could eat this with either bread or rice, but I'm just having it plain because I want to know what it tastes like. I want to know exactly what it tastes like. Also, let me know how you cook your potjie if you do. Potjie course, if you do cook it at home. Let me know how you make it, if you add any sort of spice or whatever. I just did it the way that I saw. I'm not sure if everybody does it like this. So guys, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome back. So in today's video, I am attempting, let me just repeat that again. I am attempting to try my luck at making chicken biryani. So I have my spices lined up over here on the table. Let me just show you what I'm working with, and then I'm gonna marinate the chicken first because that takes a bit of time. So let's get to that. So this is the stuff that I'm using to marinate the chicken. So there's plain yogurt, oil, garam masala, chili powder, turmeric, ginger and garlic, lemon, salt, that is coriander, mint and thyme. Here is my chicken. I cut up one for a chicken. So I'm just going to add all of these ingredients, starting with oil. Need to add some yogurt here. By the way, this is my instructions that I wrote for myself. About 1 cup of plain yogurt, so I'm just going to use half of this. Next up is, let me read my instructions. Next up is a chili powder. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons. Turmeric, half a teaspoon. Garam masala, also half a teaspoon. I'm going to add some salt, about half a teaspoon of salt. Ginger and garlic, crushed ginger and garlic. Add a little bit of thyme. And I'm just going to chop up this coriander and mint. If I add the coriander and mint, I just want to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to mix all of that up just now. Let me add this. Yeah, I guess this tongs will have to do. Just mix everything up together. So this chicken is going to marinate for about an hour, or you could leave it overnight. I'm just going to put some foil. So while that chicken is marinating, I'm just going to rinse off this rice. This is about 1.5 cups of rice. So I'm going to rinse it about 2 or 3 times until the water is like clear. So I'm just filling some water here in this pot for the rice to boil. I hope that's enough water. I'll show you all and you can comment whether that's enough. I'm going to add the rice. And this right here is called lentils, but I think people here in like Indians in Durban know it better as biryani dal. So I'm going to add that to the rice. About half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm just going to add in some bay leaves and some cinnamon sticks. So I can see that the rice has just started to boil. I'm going to leave it to cook like this on medium heat for about 20 to 30 minutes because I don't want it to overcook. So I'm going to taste it about 20 minutes time, but it's still going to cook in the chicken, with the chicken. Here I have my pot in which the biryani will be cooked in. Let me just have a look at this rice. In the pot, I'm going to fry the onions that I have cut up. So I'm going to add some oil, fry the onions, then I'll remove them. So when I remove the onions, I will start with the chicken. I'm going to brown these onions up, and then once it's brown, I'll take it off. So that is the onions brown, guys. I did add quite a bit more water into the rice. I made the mistake of forgetting that rice will soak up the water into it while it's boiling. But I added a cup, like 3 more cups. So now I'm beginning with cooking the chicken. I'm just going to add all those spices that we saw earlier into the oil. I'm adding about half a teaspoon chili powder, half a teaspoon turmeric, and half a teaspoon garam masala, because when I marinated the chicken it's marinated in these spices already, so I'm just adding a little bit. Now we'll go in the chicken. I left it marinating just over an hour. So the rice is done. I'm just going to add some mint to the chicken while it's cooking. The chicken will cook for about 45 minutes on medium heat. The reason why I'm using medium heat is because, as I said, this is my first time trying it, and I don't really want to put it on high and burn stuff. I'm adding in a little bit of thyme, mint, as well as some curry leaves. I don't know what curry leaves is called. I don't know what the English word is for it. I know it as curry leaves. That's what it looks like. Let me just add in the ginger and garlic, as well as some cloves. Just a few. So guys, I've cut up a potato here in 4 long pieces, and I'm just going to add some salt and turmeric to it and then fry it in a pan. And it looks like our chicken is done. So now I'm going to start the layering process with the onions and the rice and stuff. Let's have a look at that again. You saw the curry, right? I'm going to take a little bit of it out because I'm going to layer it. So that's what's still left in the pot, and I took out this much, about half of it from the pot. So now we'll go in half of the rice with a layer of onion, and then the second half of the chicken will go on top, more rice on top, and then onions. What I've learned from making this biryani, first time attempting, it's a lot of work. So if you have someone that makes it for you, You should be very thankful. So that is the bottom layer of chicken. There already is a bottom layer. About half of the rice that's in here. Let me just spread this across. One layer of rice on top of that chicken. Biryani is seriously a lot of work. I see why I never tried doing this before. Second layer, chicken. Oh wait, shit. I forgot to put the onions. See how hard it is. I'm just gonna put this onions, sprinkle it across. So there'll be 2 layers of chicken, 2 layers of rice, 2 layers of onion. Let me just put in all this gravy. I know biryani is not supposed to be like, you know, like watery, or you call it like, you know, like curry and rice with a lot of gravy. It's supposed to be a bit like dry-ish. But if this is a bit like gravy-ish, too gravy-ish, you can put it in the oven for a little while to like dry up. So once I put the second layer of rice, it's gonna cook for another 30 minutes. Once again, medium heat. Add the leftover onions. This is what it looks like so far. And just slit it in the middle. Now I'm going to poke it in. Just like that. So this looks to be about a quarter of the tub of the 500 gram, quarter of it. I'll just put it on top, and then this will cook for about 30 minutes on medium heat, and then it should be ready. In 30 minutes, we will see whether I can actually cook a biryani or just make a big mess of it. But it is a lot of work. I realize now why I never did it before. Oh, now I have to do this potato thing. I forgot about that as well. Just a sprinkle of salt and turmeric, and then fry them in oil. So here is my attempt at biryani for the first time. So I fried those potatoes in that oil there with some turmeric and salt. If I'm honest, I don't know if it looks the best that it's supposed to. Let me dish a plate and then we'll have a look. Let me have a taste of this biryani that I made. If I'm honest, it's not my best work. The thing is, it looks too much like just normal chicken curry and rice mixed together. I guess that's what biryani is somehow, but it doesn't have that look like biryani normally has. I think this needs to dry out a bit. Remember I said if it's a bit too like moist, you can put it in the oven to like dry out for a little bit. Put the whole pot in the oven and let it dry out a bit. But let me taste this. Hopefully it tastes better than what it looks like. Yes, it does. It does. It does taste a lot better than it looks like. Taste-wise, it's good. Looks-wise, not that much. It's not to say that it looks bad. It just doesn't, for me, it doesn't have that look that biryani normally has. But everything is cooked. It tastes nice. For my first attempt, I wasn't expecting it to be perfect, and exactly that's what happened. It wasn't perfect, but it's not bad at all. So guys, let me know what other recipes y'all would like me to see cooking. I think I'm gonna stick to them mostly being like in videos where I'm camping or doing something. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make like separate cooking videos anymore. If you enjoyed this video, you can use the exact same recipe to make this. I think what I did when I was doing the layering part, I should have taken some of the gravy out from the second layer, and I'm glad that I cooked it on medium heat, because even though it's not perfect, thankfully it's not burnt. If it was burnt, that would be a lot worse. Yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you're using your remote, not remote, if you're using your TV, you can use your remote to subscribe to the channel. I think a lot of people that use their TVs to watch YouTube are not sure how to subscribe and stuff, but you can use your remote. Mm, I'm still here at Happy Wonders, but I'm going to leave just now. When I get home, I'm thinking about putting the pot in the oven and drying it out a little bit. Maybe then it'll look a little bit better.